Welcome back to Chat Shit Get Well episode 2, and today we've got Donna Wright, which is actually one of my clients. Hello. Who competed recently in her first bodybuilding show. We're just going to have a little chat about bodybuilding, body confidence and boobies. Just want to have a little chat about it and basically just speak about Donna's journey and how she got on, and I'm sure there'll be lots of laughter along the way. So, Donna.
Hello.
Donna, if that is your real name.
We don't discuss my government name on here.
Yeah, no second name.
Or middle.
Yeah, no. So, basically, you competed on the
20th,
I don't know what day it was.
22nd of October.
22nd, okay. So, it's about 3 weeks ago now, right?
Yeah, 2.5, 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah, so we started training probably like a year and a half ago, year ago.
Yeah,
January.
I think January, yeah.
Yeah, so we started getting you ready so we started doing some bodybuilding basically, and like some weightlifting in the gym. Yeah. And you really loved it. Like you took to it straight away.
Yeah, it was so good. Even though I come with sound effects and it's painful. Oh, it's so good.
You're just a little bit of a sadist, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
you just know when someone's like, fucking love this. Like, you're the easiest person to work with in the gym, I'll tell you. Yeah. You just absolutely love the pain.
And then you're like, oh, just a little bit more. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's enjoyable. I love it. It's just so good.
Yeah, so you obviously had said like you was considering competing.
Yeah.
I think for me, when I first sort of saw your training effort, and also saw like how quickly your body changed, because you did, your body shape just changed so fast.
Surprisingly.
Like, wow, like this girl could compete this year.
Yeah.
So you did it fairly quick. We got you ready for a show within like 10 months, right?
Yeah.
And how was it stepping on the old stage?
Oh, I was so scared. But do you know what? It was such a great achievement. I thought, even if I can just get from backstage onto the stage without falling over, I'm good. Yeah. And do you know what? You have no idea how enjoyable it is until you're on there.
Yeah, I know. You looked crazy. Like you loved it. Like you looked like, obviously you looked like you hadn't been on the stage before, in terms of like your posing and your confidence. Yeah. Like obviously that come down to a lot of practicing, because I know you put in the work with your posing.
Oh, I had to.
And I think so many people when they're competing forget that's literally like 50%. Like looking good on stage is what you're working towards. That whole time you're you're training and you're on prep. If you walk on the stage like Bambi, you've ruined your minute.
Because as soon as you walk on, that's what they judge you on.
Yeah, and you're gonna just feel like, oh, I've literally worked like 10 months and I had 2 minutes. Yeah. And I stumbled, didn't hit my poses. I've done it. My first show, I didn't practice my posing and I messed it up, and I didn't compete for another 2 years after that. But for you, I think the journey was great, because seeing not only your body confidence improve, but obviously your mental health, like
100%.
your how you feel about yourself and body confidence and stuff like that, from what you used to wear in the gym to what you're wearing now, like how much more comfortable
full on,
you are.
Yeah. When I first started, I was like, oh no, everyone looking at me in the gym, like baggy t-shirts, long trousers, like, oh, I'm sweating. And now I'm just like, yeah, don't care. And do you know what? I think everyone gets so scared to step in the gym because they find it intimidating. But I think when you start going and you get into a routine, it just makes it so much easier. And it helps your body, your mental health, your self-esteem. It's just a whole combined package that if you're consistent and you get it done, it works in the end.
It ticks all the boxes.
All the boxes, yeah.
It's just worth putting that. I just found a bit of peanut on my lip. Sorry, guys. I'd missed the Tom before she came in. Damn it.
Damn you, Tom.
Tom on your nuts. No, what was I going to say? No, obviously, your improvements were just so nice to see. Not only obviously physically, when I saw you on stage, I was so proud. I was like, completely like emotional backstage. However, knowing that you want to do it again, that's great. Like you're obviously working towards now potentially a different category. Based on the feedback that you got. Yeah, because you are quite a muscular lady.
I am. What can I say?
Get the guns
out in here.
But I'm talking about when you first stepped in the gym, like because we train at a bodybuilding gym, don't we?
Yeah,
Home of Spartans.
Yeah,
Keynes.
Good old Atlas.
I think a lot of people are intimidated stepping into a bodybuilding environment because they've got sort of like a prejudgment of what it's going to be when you step in.
Definitely.
But genuinely, like, for me, I've obviously been through that journey myself. I was a lot bigger before. I was like 15 stone. The first time I stepped in a bodybuilding gym I was overweight, I was unfit, I'd never even lifted a weight, I'd literally only done cardio before. So going into a really like big bodybuilding gym with loads of guys like huge and girls looking amazing, it was super intimidating. But actually, most of those people have been on that journey themselves. Like no one stepped into that gym
ripped. Like,
no one.
Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think you forget that when you're on your own journey.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's only when you're halfway through to the end of your journey, you can then look back and be like, do you know what?
Yeah.
Everyone starts somewhere. And it doesn't matter if you're a gym, anything in life is always that first step. It's the scariest and intimidating. But once you take it, you're fine.
So you feel better, like to know that you've made that first step. And that's for me, fitness particularly. Was something made me realise that's actually, like I said, made a lot of steps in my own other parts of my life, in my career, my relationships, certain things that might have scared me in the past. And like, do you know what? I had the strength to step on that stage with my fucking arse out. Do you know what I mean? My saggy cellulite ass was on that stage.
It wasn't
and I smashed
saggy.
it. Like, no, but do you know what I mean? Like we all have our own insecurities, and we see our bodies different to how other people see them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The first time I stepped on stage, I look back now, I think, shit, like I looked awful. But I did it.
You did it.
I did it. And that's the most important thing. Like, it's not necessarily about winning the shows.
No, it's the confidence to get up and do the shows.
Yeah, to be able to push yourself.
Yeah, and showcase, I've done this hard work.
Yeah.
And it's just something at the end of it.
Yeah, like a little celebration to say, look, I'm just coming, I'm here for the pictures. Do you know what I mean?
You dress up. And
you get your hair done, your makeup.
Your pretty shoes and a nice bikini, and it's just like, do you know what? You feel like a model for the day.
And your dark ass tan.
The darkest tan.
Still hasn't come off.
Still hasn't come off, man. Like, we're on week 2.
Pure tiger bread legs.
Literally tiger bread. Literally. I like tiger bread
But
as well.
I suppose it's like, not like, it's not, well, I wouldn't say it's definitely not a pageant, but at the same time, it's still sort of like that experience of having all the nice things done. When you're going through prep, you're depleted as hell. Like, you're feeling tired, you're hungry, you're moody. Generally, you're just feeling very like gaunt and stuff like that. So when you have that glow up at the end of it and you're like, oh my God, this is such a nice feeling. And everyone is in the same, like everyone's in the same mindset, that all the girls that are competing there.
Yeah, definitely. And they're all actually really nice. Like everyone,
they are.
Everyone's in the same boat. So it's
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, though, because you don't expect it. Because you think you're going to walk in, everyone's going to be like, oh, look at me and look at her. And but it's really not, everyone's like, oh my God, you look great. We should be friends. Hold hands and celebrate. And you think, oh, it's actually really
everyone's like so
really
down
nice.
to earth, because everyone's been through the same journey as you. And everyone knows the experience and the celebration that comes with it. And they're all there to support, regardless if it's their first time. Someone's competed before and they see you're a first timer, they will take you under your wing and they're like, you're going to do it, you're going to smash it, you're going to have a good time. Like, there's so much, the stuff that goes on backstage is actually as more important as what happens on stage.
Definitely, because I feel like if you're backstage with a group of people that are genuinely really nice and supportive, it makes you feel more comfortable going out on stage because you know you're all together and you know you've got people, even though you've just met them, you know they're rooting for you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You're all on the same journey and everyone starts differently. And it's only when you get there and you start talking to people and they think, I lost 12 stone to do this, I've lost 6 stone, I've lost this. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
you have no idea until you start talking to people, like the journey they've been on.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of like different stories, like people like recovery from like abusive relationships. Like, it's sort of like they're like, yeah, this is me now.
My comeback
what
story.
What are you going to do? Exactly.
It's
This
like
is
the
me.
comeback story.
I'm back, bitches. What are you going to do? Like,
and now I'm on stage. Nothing you can do now.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what's great. Yeah, and that's what's great about bodybuilding and any sports. To be fair, like any competitive sports, I think it's just really nice to have those like short-term goals, to have something to work towards. Not necessarily saying that competing is for everyone, but I do think personally for me, it definitely changed my outlook on like life, and it made things happen for me that I didn't think were possible.
Well, yeah, definitely.
To be able to push yourself, because I'm a foodie. I love food. Yeah, love food, like massive, like to the point where I had, almost addictions to food before. I've been eating something and I'm thinking,
I'm still
what
hungry.
am I eating next? I'm already thinking about what I'm going to eat after I'm eating the thing I'm eating. I'm like, and this is nice, but I think I want some fried chicken. Like I'm like constantly like that. So to go from eating chicken and rice, oats, eggs, these basic white foods.
All the beige foods for like, my last prep was like 6 months. Yeah, it's a long time.
I put on a bit of weight before and I rebounded after my show. So I had to have quite a long prep. But yeah, to go from having like a food, I wouldn't like to say addiction, but I definitely love food.
Yeah.
I wasn't injecting food or anything.
No, just eating all the food.
I just loved the foods. So yeah, to be able to push myself past that was a life-changing moment for me, especially. So yeah, and talking about, if we're going to move on to like body confidence.
Definitely.
How do you feel that that's improved how you feel about your body and stuff like that?
Oh, do you know what? I've always been a hater on my body. Like I have. I've always had like bits of body dysmorphia, or I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, this and that. I can pick out a million flaws just in general. Without, no one has to do it for me. I can do it myself.
Yeah.
So I then started the bodybuilding, and I always take like weekly, every few, like checking pictures.
Yeah.
So from I first started until now, there's such a difference that I'm generally am. I know I've got little bits and pieces to do, you know, children's C-section, it is what it is. But I'm so happy and more confident in myself now than I was. Like when I first ever started competing, before competing, just hitting the gym.
Yeah.
It's just, my confidence now is... Please.
I remember when we first started training, because you always used to make a comment about you having really wide shoulders, and you always used to feel like
5'7", built like a caravan.
Yeah, that's your comment. So you used to always say that, and then obviously now your body shape has changed so much. Your shoulders are actually your best.
They're my best thing.
They're your prime part,
yes,
because they look amazing, and people have worked years for shoulders like that. Like Donna's shoulders just popped as soon as we got that fat off. They were literally like,
surprise.
She's got the cap, she's got the rear delts popping, everything's coming out. So it's strange to think that you had such a negative view of that part of your body.
I hated that.
And then now you've just turned that around completely, because it's your, you know, that's
one of my best parts.
Yeah,
now.
that's the thing. When we went on stage, that's what we wanted to show. We wanted to show the back and the shoulders, because that's what we knew we had that spot on, and you never got marked down on any of that.
No.
So yeah, it's good to see that negative view of yourself was turned around through obviously bodybuilding and stuff.
Especially with my pictures, like my back and that now is all like, you see the muscles and the little V. But before I just like fly me to the moon with my wings, and now honestly. But I love it now.
So what do you think you're gonna do? We're gonna plan to do a couple of shows next year.
Yes, definitely. Work on growing some more muscle, because I think I'm in between categories. So it's a case of, well, I shred more to do bikini, or I grow to do wellness. And I think I'd rather grow. Knowing what prep's like, I always think especially because the way my shoulders and my back are, I think it's just my best interest just to grow now my bottom half.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if not, my back and shoulders will get bigger, and then I'm not aiming for a Johnny
You're
Bravo.
You're dominant in your upper body, definitely, and to be able to we'd need to go. It wouldn't even just be fat loss; it'd be muscle loss, basically,
and
to get your back down to then get you into the right size. And like you said, you're not really looking at the bikini standard is not something you particularly want to do, but it was the closest match at that point.
Definitely.
So now we try and put a bit more size on the lower body and training a few more leg days. Woo, leg day.
Leg days is like the best, worst day.
Yeah, the best, worst day.
It's the best day because you know you're getting a full workout. The worst day is the next day when you can't move.
You can't get off the toilet.
Literally stuck on the toilet. Like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm just trying to stand up. Yeah, literally. We're getting out the car and just walking. And
people say to you, like, oh, wow, why did you do that? Why are you doing that to yourself? Because I want to look good.
Yeah.
And I want to feel strong. And I want to feel powerful.
Exactly. When you see me in summer in my shorts, you're going to be asking me, how did you do that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, DOMs are the worst, definitely, but they're totally. I love them.
Yeah, that's such a good feeling. It's like painful, but you can't help but laugh. So you're like, I
just miss it. I think like when I've trained for a long time, and at the minute I don't have a PT or a coach, so I'm probably taking it a bit easy. Like, I would like occasionally to have a bit of DOMs and think, I've worked hard, but at the minute, I'm just being a bit like comfortable in my own skin and just training and enjoying it and stuff like that. Until next year when I start ready for prep, then I'm sure it'll be a different story.
Oh, of course, yeah. So I'm thinking, just enjoy the rest of the year now.
Yeah, that's it.
It's winter. We've got Christmas coming, all the celebrations. So don't be too hard.
The hardest time of the year.
So not to be too hard on myself. And then January, I'll be fine.
Yeah. It's a difficult time, especially being around like alcohol and so much like sugar and food and processed crap and stuff like that. Just trying to like find that balance.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of girls, when they come off of prep, may struggle because putting weight back on is very, very difficult. When you've got yourself into a lean position, you think, yeah, I look good.
Yeah.
But actually to grow, you're going to have to put a bit of weight on.
And you have to be comfortable with that, because after show, you're always in, it's that weird, it's that you're buzzing. And then after a few days after you're buzzing, it's that weird phase that you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then you start eating normally, and then you're like, oh my God. And then you start noticing it in the mirror, but that's okay because you've done the show now and you're working towards other goals. So I think you have to remember that after the show, okay, I can eat now.
Yeah.
And I am going to put some weight on, and it's okay.
Yeah. And use it as fuel, like really.
Literally.
Just use that as fuel to get into the gym and work harder and build more muscle.
Yeah.
Because I remember you saying like a couple of days post-show, you was like, oh, I think I've got that post-show blues now. Because I said to you, like, no one had said to me after my show, oh, Tez, there's going to be a situation where you come off prep and you'll be like, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I haven't got my diet plan. I don't know what my training schedule is. It sounds ridiculous that you need someone, but you need something in place. But actually, you've worked so fucking hard for the last, 4 or 5 months.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, nothing.
And it's consistent, and your meals are planned. Time around your meals are planned, your workouts are planned, and you're in such a routine for such a long time that when that ends, it's just like, what do I do?
You're just like, I'm lost. I was like, okay, right, this is where we're going to have like a couple of days off, and then we're going to get back onto it. So off season starts now. Your food's going up, your training's getting harder, you're going heavy. Because obviously having that off season, I've done it before where I've come off prep and I've not had a plan in place, and I've just got really, really fat, really fat. I've not come off of my fat burners, my steroids properly.
Yeah.
I've not reverse dieted. I've literally just gone, wallop, I'm off prep, let's have all the donuts, let's have the food. And I've ended up at 15 stone and hating myself. And not even 15 stone looking good, because some women look really good at 15 stone. I've had times where I look good at bigger, but this was just water, like just swelling, just pure. My body was just like that. So I felt unfit, I felt unhealthy, I felt unhappy, and I was like, right, I'm gonna have to start this all over again. Yeah. So having those things out in place is really important. Having a coach or having someone someone that just has done it themselves, has got some experience to say this is what might happen. It's not all plain sailing.
No, and they don't tell you that. And like you said, if you don't have a coach or anyone, you don't know that. Yeah, exactly. You have no idea. So you just sort of get on with it. You do your show, and then you're like, well, what now? Yeah. And I remember a period during your prep as well. Obviously, we went on to summer holidays. Yeah, and that was so difficult. And I do think now, God, if I had managed to smash it through the 6 week holidays, that 6 weeks, I wonder how much difference my body would be in that 6 weeks. But then I think I don't want to think like that, because I got on stage and I did all right. So, but they're always in the back of your head. That's always going to be that. If I managed that extra 6 weeks, what would have been the difference? But then that's why you've got your next season. That's why you've got your next, the mistakes, not necessarily mistakes, but, you've got 4 kids, right? Yeah. And I've had a C-section. No childcare. No, it's just me. In terms of the summer holiday. Oh, yeah, it's just me and them. It was a difficult time because you couldn't get to the gym. And, that your responsibility is laid with being a mother at that point. So there's nothing you could have changed to look back on and go, oh, well, I should have done this. Yes, you done training at home, but we weren't able to get all the correct work in. Yeah, or the equipment or anything. Right, so the 6 weeks holiday, when you come back, we were both really nervous. I actually need to see you in person to see where we are, because I know for me, during the summer holidays, I was just drinking. I was out having ice cream with the kids. Like, I was just like pure having the best life. Yeah. So barbecues. Oh, so many barbecues. And then obviously, you come back and you still looked really, really good. You managed to maintain what we'd done. You hadn't put any weight on. So we're like, right, I think we had 7 weeks? Literally 7 weeks. And I hadn't tried a bikini on then either, because I was so nervous. And I think I tried the bikini on only 3-4 weeks before the show. Yeah. It was about 3 weeks out, yeah. Yeah, and I was so nervous. It wasn't I was too nervous as well. I know. And I thought, it's your bikini. If I break it, oh my God. No, I didn't care about that. I just know I'm an honest person, If you'd have put that bikini and you'd have been on, I'd have been get out, you're not doing it, we're cancelling. No, it's next year. I would have had to have been honest with you and said, you're not ready. And that would have been a really difficult conversation. But it would have been, I would have appreciated it. You would have. I know you would have took it on the chin, but 100%. I would have felt really bad to have had to deliver that news. I would have been like, do you know what? I was so pleased when I see you, and I was like, Thank God.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have appreciated it because I would have been like, well, at least you're being honest and I'm not gonna get on stage and be like embarrassed or humiliated because obviously the pictures, when you look at them pictures, it would have been like, wow, I shouldn't have gone on stage. But in them few weeks that we had, we locked in,
yeah,
focus and locked in.
You had that mentality and you were like, I'm doing it now, I've committed, the bikini's on, I'm done.
Yeah, and which was nice because obviously it was all booked and paid for. So it was one of them ones like, I know I have to do it.
Yeah.
And I think when I know I have to do something, if I get more focused and then I'm able to
I mean, showing
the best
commitment,
bit.
showing commitment to things is so crucial. Like just being able to, we can all sit there and talk and say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
You know, until you've locked something in place and you've sort of put your money where your mouth is, then it's
just words.
Yeah, it's just words. You got to act. If you start acting, then you'll start moving towards those goals, which is why I always book shit.
Yeah.
I always do. I always just randomly, right, that's it. I'm booking this in, I'm booking that in because I have to commit to it. And, you know, I spoke in my previous podcast about like manifestation.
Yeah, definitely.
And drawing energy. And that's so important for me is drawing energy to my goal. So I'll say, I'm doing that. I'm committing to it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm getting there.
But I'm going to get there.
I don't know how I'm getting I will get there. And I've got there every single time. Every time I tick that box, I've got that goal every single time. So the other subject we'll talk about, boobs.
Yeah.
So my boob job happened during lockdown.
So did mine.
So yeah,
Best lockdown.
I'd just come out of a long-term relationship, and I wasn't happy with my boobs because, I mean, luckily for you, you had your boobs done before you started bodybuilding, right?
Yeah, because we not long had started. I just started recently in the gym with you, hadn't I? Training, and then
I remember you.
I wasn't doing any bodybuilding or anything then. I just wanted to get back in the gym. That's all right because me and my ex had broke up after like 13 years and I thought I wanted to do something for myself, so I started working in the gym, and that was during lockdown, and I wasn't thinking about competing, and then I had my boobs done in lockdown.
So we started training together. You were doing some work with me, but we weren't really focused on bodybuilding. Right. And then it went into lockdowns. Then you came back with new boobs.
Yeah,
I remember we both came back with new boobs, but we didn't pre-plan it. I remember you talking about having the operation. I remember saying, I really want my boobs done. But at that time, I'd left my children's dad, had to go and get a new house, I had to start over again from, knives, forks, plates, everything. I left him everything. I said, I'm going and I'm starting again. And I didn't have a lot of money at the time. Yeah. But I was like, I want my boobs done. I said, you know what? I'm putting a £250 deposit down. So I called up the boob people.
Yeah, the booby peeps.
All right, wants boobs. I said, I can't afford it right now. What are the options? I don't want finance. I'm not interested. Yeah. I don't have a lot on finance. I don't really like to go down that route. So I said, look, can I put a deposit down and then book it for next year? So I'll pay off like £500 a month. Yeah. I can't commit to that, but I thought I'm going to commit to it. If I lose that 250 quid, it's 250 quid. I don't care. Right, here's £250. I'll pay you £500 a month for 12 months. £6,000. Done. Yeah, that's fine. Sent the 250 quid. Anyway, a week later, I get a phone call. We're sending you a check, right? NatWest. So NatWest had missold me a payment thing from years ago, from when I was 16 or something, like when I first opened my accounts. And it was a charge for some sort of select account. You had to pay £15 a month. I didn't even remember that I'd put in for this compensation claim, right? Wow. So I get a phone call saying, you've been accepted for this compensation. They sent me £3,000.
Oh, result.
And I paid off my boob job that following week because it was like, I think it was 555 or 52, something like that. I paid the 250. I put the £3,000 straight down. I found some other money. I had my boobs done within 4 weeks of paying that £250. Yeah. That's manifestation. That is committing and saying, I'm going to get this done. I don't know how I'm getting there. I'm broke as fuck, but I'm going to find a way. I'd lost my business because it was lockdown. Yeah. Like I had no income, but I managed to find my way there. And that's like making those commitments is going to make you just need to worry about the goal, not worrying about how you're going to
get there. Because you're going to get there. You're going to get there.
Keep showing up, keep doing it, keep committing, and you will find your way into that sort of that direction. Having boobs on stage, how did you feel about it? Because there was a different look. There's a different look between girls that have got their boobs done
and girls with no boobs
that don't, especially in bodybuilding. Because like I say, when I first started bodybuilding, I was a bigger girl and I did have a decent pair of tits on me.
Yeah.
When I finished bodybuilding, when I done my first show, I had nothing.
Yeah.
They were literally like empty tea bags.
The empty condoms you should have used.
Yeah. My nipples were pointing down. I had pectorials because I'd taken too much gear. Because the coach at the time that I was with was like, yeah, take all this Anavar. This is what men take. Great, I'm female. So I was left with pecs, nearly had a beard. My tits are down by my tummy, and I'm like, so I actually had separation. So what had happened was my pectoral muscle had come up and my boob had
gone
dropped.
down. Yeah.
So when I put my weight back on, the fat never went back into my boobs. So then I was a chubby girl with flat, saggy tits. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, mate, this isn't my vibe. Yeah, I'm good.
We're not going for this.
Something's wrong and I can't fix it. Now, I believe that, there's certain things you can fix with exercise, diet.
100%.
Mental health, things like that. There's certain ways you can improve yourself. However, saggy, empty tits, pectoral separation, it's not something I could achieve by myself. So that's why I decided to get my boobs done. It wasn't necessarily because I wanted to look like that look.
Yeah.
However, I like that look. I do like the look. I love having fake boobs. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, same. Mine is I've never had boobs. I've always been 5'7", but like a caravan, but with no tits.
Oh, really?
I've never had boobs.
You've never had boobs?
I'm the only woman in my family that's never had boobs, but the only woman in my family with height.
Oh.
They're all like small with tits.
The milkman's got something to answer
Do you know what? Well, you never know. We are Welsh.
No way. You all look the same. There's no way that you've got a different...
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind. No offense. No, I wouldn't mind. No offense, Dad. If you're my dad. No. But do you know what? Yes, I've always been broad and I never had boobs. I had boobs when I was being pregnant, and then they sort of go, do you know, when you think, oh, I need to lose that baby weight, but then you lose weight everywhere. My boobs, they
Did you breastfeed?
First. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I tried, but when I had the twins, no one's got time for that. No one's got time for that. So, no, I didn't breastfeed, and it was just, and I had a C-section with the twins, so it just doesn't matter. Between my chest and my stomach, it was just like, I don't know what's going on.
So much going on, yeah.
It's like I went to a fancy dress shop and brought a piss take outfit and stuck it on. That's what it looked like. It was like... What, this is my life.
And the thing is, as a mother and that, you go through these changes and you're like, your body isn't your own anymore.
No,
and
it's not.
Is like, it's a horrible feeling because you obviously, I love my kids.
Yeah, I love my kids too.
Screw you.
Look what you did to me.
But screw you. Like, I was very lucky I didn't have any stomach, I didn't have no stretch marks or anything like that. Yeah. But after my children... And after the weight loss with the bodybuilding, my boobs were wrecked.
Yeah.
Because you go through that stage where they fill up with milk.
And you're like, yes, squatting at everyone.
When I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I'm literally I sent all my friends pictures after I had my daughter. Yeah. The baby's crying in the cot next to me, like, shut up.
Watch this.
I was like, look at me. I look amazing. And then I was like, oh, they're gone.
They start going.
Stop breastfeeding and it just goes.
Like, is it because they're leaking? Like, hold it in. And hopefully they'll just get bigger. But no.
That time, like, when you're, like, lactating and you've got to put those pads in your bra and then they come out and they're, like, cheese slicing.
Or they're sticking.
They're, like, full of milk. And you're like... I remember walking around the city once and, like, I had the baby in the pram and then I looked down and I've just got leaking tits everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I just stood there, I just cried.
Like, this is what my life has become.
Yeah, thanks, Lord. I'm glad I've got a vagina. I have to go through all this.
Oh, but then after you give birth, that's not the best place either. So it's like 6 weeks of
double
bullshit.
Stitch up.
Yeah.
I mean, there are operations you can have for that, but I think I'm all right in that.
Yeah, I think I'm all right. I want to sort my stomach out, like the loose skin.
Yeah,
but
I remember you saying about
skin.
That.
But I think, like, I can go to the gym and I can work out and I can get in shape, but that loose skin after C-section, if some people are really lucky and it tones back, fuck you. Other people like me, it doesn't. So it's one of them. I can fill it out. Or
one of the feedbacks that we did get from the show was around the loose skin around the stomach and stuff. Personally, I think that's a little bit unfair because there's nothing that we could do in terms of dieting and training to really, because I mean, where we came from to where we are now,
it's an amazing journey.
Crazy. Like, you had to me it looked amazing.
Yeah.
However, the feedback wise, the skin, like we said, we'll give it another year in terms of training. Let's see if we can like carb up a bit, take it down slower, see if the skin will go back. Like try and do what we can do.
Just see what we can do.
But it might come to the point where you feel like you just want to have the surgery.
Take it off, because
what can you do?
There's nothing else I can do.
Exactly.
And it's going to be one of them things that throughout my life, or a lot of women's life, when you do have loose skin, that it is what it is.
Yeah.
But then you can only look back at some of my pictures and be like, really? On some of them, I'm just like, I don't get what you're saying. But on other ones, oh yeah, definitely get.
Yeah.
From the back.
From the back, there's nothing there.
No.
And to be fair, even from the front.
It's my posing as well, because I think I pose more to the side and everyone's sort of done like a more the front pose. Yeah. So I think if I put more into a front pose, it might have looked slightly different.
Yeah, I mean, we could have changed the posing up over, but if you've got people that have had C-sections and people that don't have C-sections on stage, people that have had children to people that haven't had children,
you're going to be different.
You're always going to have a little bit of difference with skin.
Yeah.
Also, what did you do? Height class, wasn't it?
Well, no, they've got rid of height class. So I've done the beginners and the masters. Yeah, over 35s and beginners. So
when you're competing against people that are like a little bit younger than you and stuff like that, obviously there's differences there. But you did amazing, absolutely amazing. To see where your body changed from where you were to where you are now is incredible. And that's what I love about the sport.
Yeah, completely different.
Like, it's a sport. Like, I love the sport side, but I love the aesthetic side of it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I like that I can change my body. I can say, do you know, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'll make my ass bigger next year. I'm going to make my legs
what I'm going to do,
bigger.
yep.
I'm going to make my waist smaller. I'm going to make my shoulders. Yeah. Creating that illusion. Art.
And you can create your own body shape in the gym. Exactly. And the more people tell you can't do it, you're like, watch me do it.
Yeah,
watch me do it.
Literally.
So yeah, that's going to be me.
I
From
wish
January,
I'd taken
watch
more
me.
photos, like a genuine do. And that's one thing I always say to my clients or to anyone that starts this journey. I know you don't want to see yourself naked right now. But
just
trust
do it.
me, when you get to where you want, you're going to look back and think, fuck, why didn't I take those photos?
And I'm glad I did, because I have pictures, because obviously after the C-section, I'm like, oh, C-section. So when I first started, it was all C-section, like my stomach was all C-section, like in my underwear. And then towards the end pictures, I'm like, where is it?
Yeah, you like in those bikini photos at the light, like you couldn't see it at all.
You couldn't see it at all. From when I first started training, it was like surprise.
You remember you saying like you were just walking around in your bikini at home and stuff.
I was loving my best life.
Exactly. Like, could you imagine that you would have been doing that?
No,
like 2 years
I would.
Ago?
2 years ago, I would still be like, "Where's my vagina under my C-section?" Like, lift. Oh, there it is. Do you know what I mean? And now it's like, surprise, there it is. So I can just see it. Hi guys. Like, I can just see it now. It's like,
my kids say to me,
amazing.
Like, Mum, why are you always naked? I said, why are you always dressed?
Innit? Why are you looking? Turn around. Go in the other room. This is like a naked party. But yeah, and it's amazing the confidence you get in yourself once you've done it.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't want to compete, you wanted just to get in great shape.
Yeah.
That when you first start until your end journey, you're two different people.
Yeah, definitely.
Not just your body, just your mind as well. Like, your mentality is completely different.
To know that you can change your mindset and your just confidence, like feel good about yourself, recover, like totally like recovery from any sort of trauma. I think the best bodybuilders have had the worst trauma, trust me. Like,
we're all
they
fucked.
have. Yeah, they are fucked, trust me. They're all
work out.
Literally, I feel like our gym and stuff, like everyone's been through something that's challenged them and made them feel like, actually, I need to do something to make myself feel better. And then they've done it and they're like, actually, this feels good. Like, it feels good to feel good about myself. Yeah,
definitely.
And and it's like a family. Like, I do genuinely feel like our gym's like
it's like a family. Yeah, no, definitely. It's a great little gym.
And also, you were saying before, like when we first started training, you wouldn't feel very comfortable about going to the gym by yourself. Did you see that spit just fly out my mouth?
I sort of like, I thought it was a fly. I was like,
it was actually glitter.
It was glitter.
It was like
glittery nuts.
Yeah, so now obviously you train by yourself now.
I can go in there, just walk in there like, hi guys.
You've got that confidence and stuff, which is really like important, because it's not, like I say, it's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel. Being able to like conquer different situations now that you might not have been able to deal with before.
Yeah, and just get out your comfort zone and just be able to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoy that. And do you know what? It's great as well when you start beating your own weights.
Yeah.
Like when you first start and you're only on 10 or 20 and you're like, oh, this is heavy. And then you come back in and you're on whatever.
Yeah.
Like higher 40, 50, even more than that. And it's just
literally like being back at school and getting a little merit in your book.
Little
smiley face, like,
you're like, and you know you're improving every time.
Yeah.
So you can see from when you first start to when you 6 weeks, 6 months down the line, such a good difference. Amazing difference.
And I think, particularly if in off season as well, because you might not necessarily, honestly, like if I'm on prep, every time I go to the gym, I'll start seeing differences in my body.
Yeah, definitely.
So I start seeing like little lines.
Start posing in the mirror.
Off season is just round, isn't it? You're just a bit more rounder. There's not really many lines in your arms or whatever. So you're training. But then when you're counting your weights and you're looking back at your book and you're saying, oh my God, I'm now like lifting like 22s, 24s, like, and you're like, I'm strong. I'm going to take that from this. I might be slightly overweight right now. I might be slightly uncomfortable. But I'm stronger. And I know that that's building towards something better next season. So when I start taking all this fatty, comfy layer off, I'm going to see so much more.
And not just that, because you've put on them extra layers through on your off season, you know if you're lifting 24 when you're on prep, putting on that extra weight is giving you that extra strength. So you know when you come back and you start getting rid of the layers, you're going to be able to lift heaviver.
Yeah.
So you know that in your mind as well. So you're just like,
screw you.
Screw you.
Think I'm weak.
Yeah, exactly.
What was I going to do? How do you feel like in terms of obviously I feel like bodybuilding is quite male dominated. Obviously it's becoming more, there's a lot more females that are doing it now, but in terms of like when you go to a bodybuilding gym, it is quite male dominated. 100%, so probably like a 10% ratio to men there. How does that make you feel? Like
when I first walked in, a little bit wet. The word we're looking for is moist, but we're going to move on. No, I'm joking. When I first walked in there, I was like, why am I here? You automatically think, I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to look like that. That's what you think. I'm a female. I'm lifting weights. I'm going to look like a man by the end of it. But you don't.
No.
Like women can lift weights and still have a feminine built body.
People think that if a woman lifts a weight up and she bangs a little bit of gear, she's going to look like some big henchman. Listen, it's actually so hard to build muscle. So hard.
And look at my ass. It's hard. So it does not work.
Hard. Like losing weight is a piece of piss.
Yeah.
Losing fat is a piece of piss. Building muscle, eating the right thing. You can't just go gym and pick up 2 dumbbells. No. Take a little bit of Anavar and all of a sudden you've got a 6-pack and you're ripped. It doesn't work like that. Your diet needs to be tight. If you go to the gym, you lift weights, you take gear, you don't diet, you don't do your cardio, you will look like a fat mess. That's what will happen. You just get full of water.
Yeah, you start growing outwards.
And you end up looking like you don't look athletic. No. Like to get to yourself to the stage where if women are going to a bodybuilding, so if they're going like past like to actual bodybuilding, female bodybuilding. This is the women that are very, very big, They have trained for years. That is commitment. That is 100% commitment to the sport, for the love. I think they look fucking incredible. And personally, I think that they must be so committed. I personally wouldn't be able to do it because I've got, other commitments in my life. Food. Bad food. But that doesn't just happen overnight. That's not like a year's work. That's years
like
and years of commitment
plus years
and not
work.
not taking any shortcuts.
No,
you can't.
Not at all.
There's no shortcuts.
They don't have an off season.
No,
they're literally this is their life.
Yeah, that's their life. It's commitment, like pure commitment. Pure like diet is strict. Their training is strict. It doesn't just happen. Like you're not. No. I remember I was at a class once and we were doing body pump. Body pump. Yeah. So I'm showing off because obviously I like to. And I'm doing
obviously been doing
I was doing some stupid weight on the squats and all the girls have got 5 kg on either end of the bar and I'm doing like 50 or something stupid because I'm a fucking twat. So the girls went, one of the ladies come over and she goes, I would like to do heavier weights now, but I don't want to end up looking like a bloke. I said, do I look like a bloke? Yeah. She went, well, no, you've got a really nice body. I said,
I lift weights.
Put some fucking more weight on the bar then. Come on. Do I look like a bloke? No, I don't. So give it 5 years, might be a different story. But right now...
I'm good. I
mean, I sound like one today. I'm still a bit husky. Can't wait to get my voice back properly.
Oh, no. But I think a lot of women, they go to the gym and they just want to, we'll do a little 10 minute on the treadmill, a little treadmill walk and a little like 2.5. I think that's great if that's what you want to do. Yeah. But I feel like if you actually want to make changes to your body... Yeah. You need to push it a little bit more than that. To be able to
create the illusion. So bodybuilding is basically... yes, it's a sport, but also to like weightlifting and stuff like that, it's creating an illusion. So you can create your ratios depending on how you want to look. Yeah, that makes your waist look smaller, makes your shoulders look bigger, your butt look bigger, your legs look bigger, however you want to do it. So you can actually design your own body.
Exactly.
I've got a designer body, basically. That's designed by me. I chose what I wanted to look like. I had that in my head. And every single time I can change. If I don't want that too big, I can
change
it smaller.
Yeah.
You know, so there's not a lot of sports out there
that you can do that with too. No.
Your body shape is actually normally defined. Your sport, your body is normally defined by your sport, I think. Yeah. So if you're in a particular sport, you'll see different parts of the body that are naturally bigger to cater for that sport.
Definitely, like running or swimming.
Yeah, and that's why I've got the categories in bodybuilding. So we go for like figure, like wellness would be a little bigger on the legs, figure bigger on the top, depending what category you want to fall in. If you're competitive, but if you want to do it, like if you want to do weightlifting just to improve how you feel, your mood, how you look.
Yeah, definitely.
Start today because it's life-changing.
Definitely. Yeah, the quicker you start, you're going to see so many great benefits. I think
where have you come in? So you've done a competition from January.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a full 10 weeks.
We've done a full on. I think we've done about 12, 16 weeks eating food.
Yeah,
eating, gaining, growing.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we started doing the cut, didn't we, for your show? Yes. So in like 10 months, you managed to smash the first show and you've got it done, and now you're ready to go again for next year. Yeah. And now your starting point's completely different. And
I'm pretty sure when I first started training, I was like 74, 76 kg or something like that.
Yeah, 76,
76 kg. And when on the day of my show, I was 63, 62, 63.
Yeah.
Something like that. So
what's that, 14 kilos?
Something like in I would say 10 months.
I don't know what that is in stone. I've
no
stopped
idea.
talking in stones for a long time. I've been kg for ages. But
I've been kg since to prep. It's all kg now.
So that's a lot of kgs.
We're kg. But so that's a lot of kg. Yeah. We're just making it a lot. That's a good, 11 kg in, I would say over 10 months, but really in the last...
What, 76 to 63? Oh, I said we were good at bodybuilding, not maths. Anyone got...
Calculator.
It's weight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just weight.
Yes, weight.
What is it, like 1 kg is like 2.5 pounds?
76, 13.
13.
13 kilos.
13 kilos, yeah.
13 kilos.
That's a lot.
Unlucky number though. Get another one off. Or gain another one.
I got 13 tattoos, so it might be my lucky number.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Yeah,
it is.
See?
No, that's mad. That's mad amounts of weight to lose, but still look like really good.
Yeah.
And like strong and powerful.
Just gets rid of them fat. That's what people go, oh my God, you've lost how much weight? And I think, but I'm losing fat. I'm losing unhealthy fat.
Important.
And I'm stripping like the unhealthy fat off my body. So you can see my muscles and the definition, but I'm not, when people are like, oh, you lose a lot of weight, it's like, I'm not doing it to, I'm not losing, be skinny. I'm losing all the...
You still got the power, fat. You still got the strength, you still got the fitness, you still got like the stamina, and you're still losing body
I got
fat.
the stamina.
You lose, single.
Single. I tried to wink, I was like, which one? Not like I'm having a fit.
There's a camera.
Oh yeah, which one?
Yeah, no, what was I going to say? You've lost all the body fat.
Yeah.
And you've not lost the muscle. So that's why the diet is so important, because being able to hold that muscle whilst doing the cardio, whilst doing lower calories, calorie deficit, and not burning that muscle whilst you're losing weight.
It's hard work.
That's what's important about bodybuilding, because we can all go on a diet, we can all go and run on a treadmill for 60 minutes, and we can we can eat less calories than what we're
meant to, right?
Exposed, what's it called, like training, so we can be in a calorie deficit. That's easy, but to actually have your diet on point where you are using the right proteins and fats to store the muscle properly, that's what the whole sport's about as well. It's not just how it looks. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And I think as well, do you know what, the bodybuilding diet for me, I've never find it very, I feel like I get quite a lot of food even on prep.
Yeah.
Like I have like 5 or 6 meals a day. Yeah. So they're like a bit smaller meals, but I'm never really hungry. Whereas I've been on diets before to lose weight, which is weight, not fat.
Yeah.
And I've been starving.
Bored.
Yeah, just like starving
soup.
And just miserable and stuff like that. Yeah. You ever done the cabbage soup diet?
Oh God, I've done a baby food diet. It was the worst diet I've ever done.
Really?
Do you know, I lasted for 3 days. And do you know, it gets to the point when you do stupid, I've done so many extreme stupid diets. Before the bodybuilding. I've done a lot of diet. The base diet.
Yeah, that's what base diet.
I've done so many diets, like so many stupid. I think I've done every diet you could possibly think of, like after my kid, like growing up and stuff. It's only when I actually started competing and I started eating the right foods and you think, okay, so this is the only time that's actually worked. Literally, the diet.
And it's not that restricted. It's not like Of course it's restrictive to us because you're eating certain food groups, but the amount of food you can have more food. But it has to be the right food.
Right food. I think sometimes when it's just like, it just gets boring sometimes. That's all.
That's what Nando's sauce is for.
Exactly. That's why you just add your own little condiments and you're fine.
A little bit of seasoning, bit of Maggi.
Where you're just a bit like, when it's just chicken and rice, you think, just add something to it. Just add a little something and you're fine. Whereas before, baby food diet, cabbage diet, all these stupid diets, you last like a few days and then you binge. You binge on so much shit.
And I cannot stand these freaking food replacement supplements, Slim Fast, all that shit.
No.
It's horrendous.
It's just a milkshake. It's a sugary chocolate milkshake. That's what you might as well just go to McDonald's and get a milkshake.
Oh, sorry, I'm just going to go on a diet. I'm just going to have 2 shakes and a meal. So hang on a minute. You've gone away from eating 4 takeaways a day and telling me you're going to have 2 Slim Fasts a day and 1 meal a day. Yeah, that's sustainable.
Exactly.
And a week later, I've put on £4. Well, you lost £3 in your first week, but you've just gone and put £4 on the following week. You know why? Because your diet's not sustainable.
Yeah,
do
and
something
it's sugar
that you are comfortable in doing, but uncomfortable enough to stick to it.
You're better off just having a proper
uncomfortable
meal.
but comfortable enough to stick to it.
Like people I want a Slim Fast, but it's just a chocolate milkshake with sugar. You're better off having a whole thing of chicken and rice and a piece of dark chocolate.
I'd rather food. More. I don't even take protein shakes.
Do you know what? I didn't take any protein. I used to drink protein shakes and I used to have like the odd ones when I was working out, but throughout the prep, I didn't have any protein shakes because I was substituting that with real food, like the chicken or the steak.
Yeah.
It made such a difference.
That's the way you should be doing it. You should be eating whole real foods, like having all this crap that's got so much sweetness in it.
And sugars and just crap.
It messes your stomach up.
Just bulking agents.
You know when everyone's like, do you know what protein farts are? Yeah. Protein farts are caused from protein powders and the emulsifiers and the sweeteners and the shit that goes into all that processed shit that you guys are eating. If you eat chicken, rice, eggs, you eat your fish, you eat your nuts, you eat your avocados. I'm not farting like that, yeah? No. Like, it's the people that are drinking all that shit, that protein. People got, like, problems with their livers, their kidneys, everything. That's because of abuse. And it's not even, like it's not even like a terms of saying that someone's like alcohol dependent, but all these protein powders are just shit. Yeah.
Literally.
There's nothing out there that I'm interested in taking rather than eating a bit of chicken.
And they think they're getting bigger. No, you're getting bloated. There's a difference between bulking and bloated.
Yeah.
And that's what they think, oh, look. And you think, no, you always know because your stomach starts to protrude out. And I always found out when I used to drink some protein shakes. Like if I couldn't be bothered, it's like say if I went to the gym, I went straight out, I think I'll grab a protein shake. Oh no, because you feel bloated and you can still, your stomach just feels horrible. It's not worth it.
Intolerance to whey now because whey, my first prep, I got given loads of whey on my diet plan.
Yeah.
I was having like 2 shakes a day and I don't know if that's what caused the intolerance.
Maybe.
But I know that when I finished that prep, I literally, anything with whey in it, I was like violently ill.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to have it since. I think it's because I overdone it. I don't remember having any problems with it on that prep.
Yeah.
It was when I stopped my prep and then I went back to try and have it afterwards and I was like really poorly.
Ill.
So I had a food intolerance, so it turns out but I don't want any of this crap. I'm quite happy to just have normal food.
Have some proper food, yeah.
Why not? Have the real stuff.
My nipples are all right. I thought the scars are going down.
Oh yeah, you had the lift, didn't you?
Yeah, I had the uplift of mine. Best thing I ever done, I'm not going to lie. I was well nervous when they said about uplift. I thought, oh no, they're going to cut my nipples off, put them on a table, stitch it up and put them back on.
Have them back.
But no.
So in summary of the podcast today, what would your message be for someone who is thinking about joining a gym, doesn't have the confidence to do it, might be considering reaching out to a coach or something like that? What would your message be? Do
it. Don't be a dick.
Don't mug yourself off.
Don't be a mug. Yeah. Don't just. You could literally start today. Even just everyone starts somewhere. Like don't be embarrassed. Like just put your first foot. Put your foot in front of the other. That's it. Just small steps.
Yeah,
that's it. Small steps.
Build it up. Yeah.
Even if you want to go, I don't want to go to the gym today because I'm insecure. I'll go for a walk, or I'll join a fitness group or an outside group, or I'll message a trainer and get advice. That's all. That's all you want to do to begin with. Just do something because 6 weeks, 6 months, you will thank yourself.
100%.
And not just your body either, your mental health, everything around you will just start being lighter and just better in general.
Yeah,
you just have to start somewhere. Just
I
start.
agree with you 100%.
If you want a good coach, Terry's right here. Message
No, not
Terry.
really. I only take on
Message Terry.
special clients.
Yeah, like me.
The ones that actually want to do the work.
Yeah.
See, I'm quite good at, I happily put people through their paces. But the problem is
Definitely.
if someone steps into the gym and they don't want to work hard, I don't want to train them.
No.
And I will pick and choose now. I'm literally at the point now where I'm like, I don't really need your money. Yeah.
You either work hard or don't.
I'm here for like, I enjoy training people and I love seeing people progress. I like seeing people improving their mental health and their physical fitness. I love bodybuilding. I love it.
Yeah.
I love watching it. I love the art. I like seeing people. I love the people's body changing. I've got someone coming into the gym and they're going to me, I want to, change. And then they're not putting the work in.
Did you do it to yourself?
I'm not that person that's going to come and tell you
money,
and like motivate you. Like I'm just going to say, look, I'll show you what to do. I'll get you through the door. I'll make you feel comfortable in the gym. I'll get you talking to people. I'll make you feel good here.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be someone that's going to call you up and make sure you're up for the gym in the morning.
You shouldn't have to. That should be that.
That's your commitment. So if you wanted to train with me, just
actually
be aware
train.
that I'm not a life coach. I'm just a PT. I'm just
People push you.
I'm just going to come to the gym and absolutely wreck your ass in
Yeah.
the gym. But I don't necessarily want to have to ring you up, get you out of bed.
And you come into a day. like, that's your job. And you should want to come to the gym. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, thanks for coming today, Donna.
That's all right. Thank you.
Let's go to the gym.
Let's go to the gym. Literally, we could go to the gym right now.